Welcome back. 6 homeowners received the keys to their new homes in the Renaissance at Carmichael housing community. A special ribbon-cutting ceremony was held on Friday just outside the single-family homes. On hand to present the keys were Prime Minister Philip Davis along with Minister of Transport and Housing, Shobeth Kobe Davis, who says the government intends to continue assisting qualified Bahamians with access to affordable homes.
And we believe that access to affordable homes is important because Bahamians must own a piece of the rock. While government is committed to creating opportunities for home ownership, we understand that there must also be a shift in members of our public towards home ownership. So we don't want to criticize anyone, but we want to remind you that being financially cognizant of your budget will help you in securing a home for you and your family. Our Prime Minister believes that access to affordable housing is a fundamental human right.
The 70-acre community will include 8 condominium buildings with 12 units and 104 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom single-family homes. All buildings will have durable, mold-resistant, long-lasting steel frame system constructions. There are also options for renewable energy, landscaping, appliance, and furniture packages. Prime Minister Davis expressed great pride as he congratulated the new homeowners.
As we come together to rejoice with the Bahamian families who are now just weeks away from moving into their homes at the Renaissance at Carmichael Village, we recognize how important it is to prioritize government initiatives that help Bahamians achieve security and build wealth. The Renaissance will eventually comprise up to 200 affordable homes in southern New Providence. That means 200 more Bahamian families will have a place to call home, a place to raise their children, a place to build memories and community. Heritage Education Funds International.
One homeowner, 36-year-old Lashanda Mader, a mother of 1 that is of special needs, expressed her gratitude for her new home that was built handicap-friendly.
It means a whole lot because I don't have to worry about the hassle of him having accessibility to get into the home, and they already made a provision for me. I feel extra special and grateful to God today.
All of the new homeowners are expected to move into their new homes by the end of September. In March of this year, Minister of Agriculture, Marine Resources and Family Island Affairs, Clay Sweeting, announced that the government has allocated funds for a new animal feed mill on New Providence, which the Bahamas Agriculture and Industrial Corporation will be in charge of. Executive Director of BAIC, Leroy Major, while giving an update on the project, says the mill should arrive in country sometime this week.
Yes, presently, as it is now, the mill has been ordered, has been purchased in full, and it will be shipped very, very soon. We are arranging now the shipping logistics. Also, the plans have been drawn already and submitted to the Ministry of Works for the new feed mill. Hopefully, we'll have it within the next few days. I made a call this morning. And once that is done, then they start breaking ground. You see a new feed mill being erected.
Food security in the country has become increasingly important since the COVID-19 pandemic, with lockdowns and border closures raising concerns about the Bahamas' ability to feed itself. The animal feed mill and the Golden Yoke Initiative are a few ways the government is trying to be less dependent on food imports. The National Training Agency celebrated its 10th year anniversary on Friday, started under former Prime Minister Perry Christie and former Minister of Labor, National Insurance and Public Service Shane Gibson, both of whom were honored on the night. The NTA was initiated to help improve the skills of the nation's youth for better employment prospects. Minister of Labor Keith Bell spoke on the importance of the agency and the role it plays in nation building.
You know, this country, we have gone through a lot over the last few years, particularly with the lack of other persons losing their jobs and the need for training and retraining and the like. And the National Training Agency has played a critical role, a fundamental role in ensuring that our young people are given every opportunity, that they are prepared for the workplace. And I dare say that the best is yet to come. And so I would say to all of us, we can look at the glass and say it is half empty, but today we could say the glass is half full. And as Bahamians, as we celebrate our 50th anniversary, we ought to continue to thank God for what He has done for us. Just look at where He has brought us as a country. And we ought to continue to thank Him for His small mercies, because each of us in this room have lived to see this nation become 50.
Under the direction of Executive Chair Agatha Marcel, the National Training Agency has to date trained nearly 9,000 young people, with nearly 70% of them being placed into the workforce. Minister Bell commended Ms. Marcel.
When the government determined that it would want to introduce a national training agency back in 2012-2013, there was only one person who could have headed this agency. One person. Mrs. Agatha Marcel. Everyone who knows her knows that she doesn't only inspire us by her words, her compassion, but by her actions. When the Honorable Prime Minister appointed me as the Minister of Labour and Immigration, there was no question in my mind as to who ought to head this training agency. And so, my job has been made that much easier because I know that the National Training Agency is in good hands with Ms. Agatha Marcel and Mr. Terry Murray at the helm.
All right. The Minister of Labor also commended the entire staff at the National Training Agency, expressing confidence that the agency is indeed in good hands. And finally, the Bahamas Games are now in the books. Organizers, athletes, and spectators are considering it a huge success, despite a few hiccups here and there. Unlike previous games, New Providence and Grand Bahama did not totally dominate, as the Family Islands won numerous gold medals. At the end of 10 days of competition, the games climaxed on Saturday night with track and field, basketball, and fast-pitch softball. And while New Providence collected the most medals, it was Grand Bahama that won the most gold medals, finishing with 91 gold medals, 59 silver, 41 bronze, for a total of 191 medals. New Providence was second in the gold medal haul with 77 gold medals, 74 silver, and 60 bronze medals, for a total of 211 medals. While Andros rounded out the top three, they had 25 gold medals, 31 silver, and 27 bronze medals, for a total of 83 medals for Andros. Every island team won a gold medal, including Columbus Isles. They went home with 21 gold medals. Long Island, 17 gold. Eleuthera with 8 gold medals. Maical, 6 gold medals. Exuma and Ragged Islands, 4 gold medals. Bimini and the Berry Islands had 3 gold medals, and Abaco with 1 gold medal, but it's a gold medal nonetheless. While attending track and field on the final night of competition, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Mario Boleg gave his overview of the outcome of the games.
You know, in 2001 I was coaching and I was focused on basketball and was able to only appreciate one discipline. But now I've been the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture and been able to travel to all the various facilities and the various disciplines. I can truly have a great appreciation for the games. And just to see the results from these family islands, and you looked at Exuma just won the gold in women's basketball, you know, against Abaco, which was just a nail-biter 1 point, you know, and you look at Andros winning the Gulf. So when you look at the success of most of these family islands, Columbus Isles winning the gold in volleyball for women. You know, it's just tremendous strides and improvements in our development and what the family islands are doing, and this is what it's all about. Not only uniting the country together through sports, but seeing the growth and development of our athletes through sports. And this is why we are #1 per capita in the world when it comes to medals in the Olympics. So as we continue to do this development and have these games, we will continue to find diamonds in the rough and then continue to maintain and improve our status at the international level.
Minister Boleg also spoke on the perceived impact of the games on the Bahamian society, especially the younger generation that may have never experienced the Bahamas Games that was last held 21 years ago.
It's very much important to the nations. And the mere fact that we had a whole generation that has no idea what the Bahama Games is all about and now have experienced it, and as you go in the villages and you hear these young kids saying, and in the ages of the late 20s and even younger, saying that, oh, we got to do this again next year. So that tells me that this is what we wanted to do, impact the younger generation and let them see that they're given an opportunity to display their skills and be who they are. You know, sports is the only thing that allow these young people to be themselves, because you have to go there and be yourself.
Held every 3 years, the next Bahamas Games will be held in 2026. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.